Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
Yeah, man. Well, my name's George. I'm 27, owner of the brand Represent, creative director, CEO, whatever you want to call it. Don't really like putting a name on it, but it is what it is. Started this brand nearly 10 years ago now.
Was that 2012?
2012. Well, 2011 it came about, but 2012 I actually started the website.
Yeah, that's when it started going.
Yeah, exactly. Built it from there. It's been a wrecking ball since.
Yeah, mate. It's been. I mean, I remember, what was it? I think the first time I heard of the Represent brand was probably like 3-4 years ago. And I just remember seeing, I think it was one of my friends was just wearing one of the pieces, and then I remember to ask him, like, oh, where'd you get that from? It was Represent. And then I didn't really take notice of it. And then next thing I knew, quite a few of my friends from there, and I don't know if there was like a certain point where you were like, okay, now it's really starting to kick off, but I felt as though 3 or 4 years ago, at least when I started to see things.
Yeah, 2016 was like the turning point for us. Made a really good collection, and everyone just loved it.
What was the collection?
Hit a lot of markets. It was called Dusk, and it was like it was all like washed out, oversized stuff.
I remember this.
It was when like Yeezy season was just starting, and like this more casual look to menswear was coming on the runway. And
was it all the distressed, with little holes in it or whatever?
Is that when you started like doing your denim?
Yeah,
because that was popular.
The denim was longer than that ago. Actually, that was what made the brand. Like in 2014, we did a fit of denim which my grandma actually made for me.
Wait, your grandma made it for you?
My grandma made it for me. She was a seamstress, and
what?
I had a pair of cheap Mondays that I loved the fit of, but they were never fitted enough towards the bottom of the leg. And she'd like fit them all for me, and I had like 4 pairs of black that I'd just rotate through. And everyone always loved them and said what are these pants? And I'd wear them as school pants. So everyone in school was like skinny jeans were just coming in then. So everyone was trying to understand what this pant was. So I thought, fuck it, we'll try and do it. Try and put it through Represent, because at the time we just had like printed t-shirts. So I sent this pant off to China and came back perfect, and we like literally just used to sell black jeans like every single day, hundreds of pairs.
So that was like the one item that took you guys from just like
I suppose when people say like what was the one thing that happened, it was that pair of denim.
Your grandma gave you the key.
Your grandma gave
that
imprint.
Is so sick.
She had an imprint on the brand.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
She said, "Oh, that's pretty good." So that was a turning point for the brand. That specific.
It wasn't like
jeans,
one day it just happened.
Yeah.
But like that's what like propelled us to be able to like have the cash to be able to do what we wanted to do and turn it into an actual label rather than just a t-shirt brand. Yeah,
I mean, because Chip was telling me just before you came in as well, like when he first got, because you've been sort of following Represent's journey from early doors, and you were telling me the first t-shirt that you got. Yes. What was it? Describe it.
I've got it. It was like a light green, paint splatters, Represent on there with a handwriting.
Shit.
Yeah. So this is.
Do you remember this?
This is very early doors. Probably got the t-shirt for about £25.
Yeah, dude, we put it in Foot Asylum.
Yeah, did you? I didn't even know
collection. That was the first like real collection we did, 2013.
Yeah.
It was like sub-dyed. The logo was cut out of it in white, like signature.
There was also a black one that had like a little speckles on it. Yeah, something like that. Also had a little hat beanie. The logo on the front.
Was this like the era, you know, when hype was becoming a thing?
Dude, we collabed with hype on that collection.
Yeah,
that was like the thing.
That when he says that, I literally just think like back in that era, it was all about hype, and that it was the exact pattern. It was like the really colourful, and then you had sort of like the handwriting logo across the front, and at the time that was just absolutely
Are they still going as a brand?
I don't.
Yeah, I think it's like
still
a kids brand now. Yeah,
kids brand, mainly kids. Okay. You do see like little 12-year-olds cutting about in it.
Bro, the backpacks I think do really
well. Yeah. Every school
we both went in massive separate directions. We started together like as like young lads doing the brands, because we do all the trade shows together.
Did you know the guy that ran the brand?
Yeah, some weird stuff happened with the owners, and
really?
I don't know what happened.
I remember at the probably like 2 years or a year after they sort of blew up. I remember just seeing the brand was sort of just in the headlines for successful reasons. They were like, oh, it's getting bought out for XYZ, and then I was literally there like, these lot in the space of 2 years have just gone and absolutely caked it. But now the brand seems to have gone like in the complete other direction. Like it's just geared towards something
some
else.
Bad stuff happened with like one of their suppliers buying them out, and they fell out. And
yeah,
usually happens when there's like two young lads at the helm of a brand, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you started this with your brother, is that right?
Mike, yeah.
Yeah, and what have you guys been doing it from the beginning, or is it one of you guys, and then you were like, "Come on, brother, like join me on this journey. Like I'm going to the moon here."
Literally. No, I started it as a college project on my own, and then through university, I was just doing it day and night whilst I was doing my uni work. And Mike came in after that because that's when stuff started selling.
Yeah,
and he was already doing the graphics for me, and he's a better graphic designer than me.
Did you both do the same thing at uni?
Yeah,
or?
we both. Like, I just followed him, everything he did.
Yeah.
Like,
is he an older brother? Sorry.
Yeah, he was he was my big brother. So through school and stuff, we were very like art driven. Everything had to be creative, and we didn't like the way like life was without art. So whatever he did, I kind of just followed in his footsteps. Then I started the brand, and he jumped on that.
So now you do it together.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy working with him? Is it like?
It's fucking mint, I love it. I'd
Really?
never asked for
I could imagine
else.
like working with your brother.
Yeah, we're so different, but we have the same vision.
Yeah.
He's very like meticulous and he'll see stuff through. Like with everything he does, I spend a long time on it. I'm more urgent. I like to get stuff done and get put product out. So we like work hand in hand. Does
one of you focus on the business side of things and the other creative, or you both try and do a bit of both?
I focus more on the business, but I also do the creative, as in I like designing garments.
Yeah.
He likes designing graphics. Like the thing you're wearing now, that's him.
Yeah.
That's him.
So the graphic was him.
Exactly. But
you'll work more on how it fits and.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's so cool. I mean, because one of the things that, and I also read up as well that there is sort of like this rule within business, or and you sort of gone against it, which was like never mix your friends or family with business.
Yeah.
And you've sort of just said, fuck that, and you went and hired a bunch of friends and you own it with your brother. So like, and obviously it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
But like, what's that? Surely there comes a time where it's one of your mates isn't necessarily pulling their weight. They may be slacking a little bit, and you've got to go, look, you need to either step it up. And surely there's some sort of like tension in that when it comes to
there is, but there's also like the element of like mutual respect. And if you can work hard and your mates can work hard and you're working on the same thing and there's benefits for both of you, and like you're both building your careers through it, then that never really came into place.
Yeah. Have you ever had to fire a friend? Because I can imagine that is probably
but for bad things though, like for stealing. Fired like best friends for stealing, but never like fired them because they're not good at the job, because you can always put someone into a different part of the business.
Okay.
Give them something else to do, I guess. Yeah.
So you only fire them really if they're getting like straight red cards, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so interesting, because I've sort of I've had similar sort of experiences, but I've always been maybe a little bit too scared to work directly with friends, because I just have that like internal fear. I'd love to be able to work with friends because you sort of it almost feels like 10 times better when you both win, because it's like you.
Not only that, like that's your environment. That's who you're around.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to be with them in work as well?
Can bring you up, makes the journey way better. Experience of everything, but like you make a good point.
I understand people say don't mix it, but what are you two are friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
You two are sat next to each other now doing business.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. But neither of us could fire each other.
I don't know. We could fall out.
Yeah, exactly.
You could fall out.
But you should have the same mindset in business.
Yeah.
Like, I'd never fire Mike.
Yeah.
He'd never fire me. We wouldn't fire people
when you love something and you're working together on it. If you both love it as much as you say you do,
yeah. If you've
you've
got the same vision, there's like, and that vision always stays ahead of you, and you don't like go and get that thing that you need and then it's over. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's
you're
true.
Always on like a path.
Yeah, I think it's probably quite important as well to sort of figure out, there's probably the right friends and things. I think the reason why me and Chip work well is because we both have strengths in different departments, and we both recognize that, and we both, so like Chip, when it comes, he'll design the set, he'll get the set, he'll do all that stuff, and then when it comes to sorting out the studios, the paperwork, all that stuff, I do all that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it works
where your weaknesses lie, your strengths are there.
And it makes a perfect partnership, to be fair. I couldn't do it on my own.
Yeah.
Don't want to gas you up too much.
Come on now.